Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading vlog. This one, unfortunately, is not going to be a week-long vlog because it is currently Friday night. So if you're coming from the vlog I just posted, or last week's vlog, you'll know that it was just a hot mess these last 2 weeks with my reading. I was doing so well in that previous vlog, and then I don't know what happened. I started reading parallel, and then I just hit some kind of weird reading speed bump. I don't know what happened. I'm still reading parallel. I have about 50 pages left of parallel. I'm almost done with it. The live show is in 30 minutes. Will I finish it? Probably not. It takes me probably about an hour to read 50 pages, give or take. So I'm probably not going to finish this, but that's fine. I had read Elizabeth O'Rourke previously. I read Waking Olivia. So I am at least familiar with her as an author. But, so I'm like, I need to do, it's Friday night, this live show, or I keep calling it a live show. It is live, but it's an interview, a live show interview. This interview is in a half an hour. I have not started anything for this vlog this week because I haven't picked up anything new yet. But I was making, oddly enough, I was making homemade chicken soup yesterday, and I was like, shit. This would have been a great thing to vlog, a great like everyday little b-roll stuff to vlog, because I don't cook like this normally. This was my first attempt at making my own homemade chicken soup. My mom used to make really good chicken soup, and she never wrote down the recipe, and I'm just like, I don't know what she did to make it. So I kind of just, I wasn't trying to exactly make it the way hers was, but I was just like, what the hell, right? So I just started throwing stuff together and figuring out what to do. So I made some chicken soup. I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like. It looks so yummy. It turned out pretty good. It wasn't completely terrible. I threw some, instead of noodles, I put potatoes in there. I had some leftover broccoli. I put broccoli in there and carrots and a little bit of onion. And I made my own broth or stock, whatever, with I had an oven roaster chicken left over. So I took the leftover chicken and the carcass, and I made my own chicken broth to make it. So it turned out really good, and I put some, you know, seasonings in it and whatever. But anyway, that was that. So I just was like, I need to start this vlog before it just doesn't happen this week, and I have nothing to post on Thursday. And then I realized, I don't know why, I was scrolling through my videos today to see, like, I don't know, every once in a while I go through just to check views and whatever, just to see what I have done already that I can like maybe do and what video, get video ideas. Realized I never posted my second quarter haul. I'm like, wait a second, because I was just happened to notice, I was like, okay, well, here's the haul for the January to March, here's my wrap up for April to June, and I'm like, where's my haul video? I thought maybe I did make some videos private, and I'm like, well, maybe I accidentally made it private. No, I didn't. I never posted it. I got home today, and I was editing my video that's going to go out next, because I'm going to... the video that I edited was supposed to go out this past Monday, but it's now going to go out this coming Monday, because my haul, at this point, by the time you see this video, my haul video would be posted, because I'm going to post it on Monday. But at the time I'm starting to film this, it hasn't been posted. It's edited. It's done. It's been converted. It's ready to go. I even have the thumbnail photo taken. I never actually made the thumbnail, but I have the photo ready to go to use. Never freaking posted it. I don't know what the hell happened. I remember thinking I needed to do it, and it never happened. So I'm kind of like annoyed at myself now. But it's all right, because it's going to go out. It'll be out by the time you see this, like I said. And then I'm going to push the video I just made till next Monday, which helps me a little bit with content planning, because I didn't really have, after this video that's coming out Monday, I didn't have anything planned beyond that. So being that I'm off this weekend and next weekend, I can plan what I want to film, so I can have my miscellaneous video in between vlogs. But anyway, I digress. Just needed to put that out there and rant a little bit about my airheadedness or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to finish eating dinner. I'm going to get as far as I can in with parallel, and then watch this interview And I don't know, then we'll see where the night takes us. Like I said, I'm off this whole weekend. It's Friday night. I do need to read Fallen Jester and Tin Queen. And I think those are the 2 books I'm going to read this week. I don't think I'm going to read them entirely this weekend because the live show is on the 24th, which is Wednesday. So I still have like 5 days or so to read the 2 books. And assuming, hopefully, I don't have whatever weird slump I had reading this book. And I can get through them in the 5 days. And then I'm going to pick up Does It Hurt? I think is next, because I think that live show, I don't remember when that live show is. It's either the 27th or the 29th, something like that. So I need to read that. And then we'll see what I pick up after that, because I don't know. I think the next read along is going to be the Wolf Hotel series by K.A. Tucker. So I don't know, we'll see. I have ideas and I have plans, and I have 2 overlapping readathons in September that I was just trying to plan out because they overlap. Like, one of them is a week-long readathon, which is the Wayward Sunathon by Bookish Gems. I was just told about this one. And then the Twisted and Taboo is like a long weekend readathon, but it overlaps the end of the Wayward Sunathon. So I'm trying to like plan out books that could work for both readathons, because I know I'm not going to be able to read this many books in a week. So I found a lot of like novellas and short things I could read, but there are a few full-length books on here, and one of them is about 500 pages. I don't know if I'll get to that one, but we'll see. Anyway, there'll be more about that closer to the time, because it's like 3 weeks away still yet, so I'm not ready to go into September. I'm not ready to think about, I love fall, I do. I'm just not ready to think about winter. I hate winter so much. Anywho, I just wanted to finally do an update and an intro to this. You see, she has my shoe. Yeah, you stole mommy's shoe. She doesn't chew them, but like she grabs them like toys. Like she just wants to, I don't know, she just has it in her mouth. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get this evening started, and I will update you guys hopefully tomorrow or after. If I finish Parallel tonight, maybe give you a reading update for Parallel, but we'll see. So, exciting thing happened today. I got new couches. Not new. They came from, so my cousins just bought a house in Alabama and got rid of the furniture from in the house, so they're getting new stuff. And they're like, do you want the couches? I'm like, yes, because I had mixed match furniture, which is usually why I didn't film like anywhere else but my book room or my bedroom, because I'm like, my couches are ugly. The dogs have ripped them apart when Amber was a puppy. She was a digger. So I'm hoping they don't dig these couches. Fingers crossed that these cushions aren't ruined, because they look so comfy, so cozy. They're bigger than the other ones I had. I couldn't even lay on the one that I had in the living room, and it was not comfortable. It was very hard. So I'm like, I never wanted to be down here, because it was just not, unless I was in the recliner, which is there where Sophie is. I usually just I didn't want to be down here. So these ones already look so much nicer. They have nice squishy pillows, cushions, throw pillows. I feel like the material is going to catch every bit of dog hair, but that's fine. I'll just keep them clean. Excuse me. And now we're going to rearrange, because they're currently just hanging out in the middle of my living room. So hopefully they will fit and I can move them around properly the way I want to move them around. I don't have room. I mean, I probably could fit both of them in this tiny space, but then my recliner wouldn't fit. And I'm like, I kind of trying to decide if I want to keep the couches in here and put the recliner over there in the dining room and this empty space over here, or what. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I was going to film it, but like, y'all don't want to see me move furniture, so I don't want to watch myself move furniture. So I'll figure it out and then show you guys a clip of once everything's done and set up. Okay, so for right now, this is how it's going to be set up because it's hot. I'm starving and I need to actually read something today. I've been catching up on one of my favorite shows, which is Heartland. I don't even know what episode I'm on. I only have one episode left after this and then I'm going to read. But this is what I've got so far. So I got the big couch in here. I moved this was over here by the window. Like I moved things around. The chair's in the same spot. I switched the end table and moved it, forgive the mess of the dining room, moved it here where my big trunk used to be. And then I have the love seat in here. I cannot fit 2 couches in this tiny living room. And I theoretically could swap the rooms, but I really don't want to because I don't want to have to move this giant china cabinet with all the dishes in it. So that's going to stay there indefinitely until I move out of this house, most likely. But anyway, hopefully this will work for now. There's a very narrow walkway here, but once I get rid of, like, this is stuff that needs to get donated, there should be a little bit of a better space there. And then obviously this corner needs to be seriously cleaned up. And there's dust bunnies everywhere, so ignore that. Anyway, I'm actually pretty happy with the way the living room turned out. This china cabinet or this hutch here used to be in the hallway, but it fits in here now because I put again, ignore the dust bunnies. I put the trunk in the hallway for right now. I don't know what else I can do with it. I think I'm gonna have to just get rid of some stuff. Get rid of some surface space. That way, 1, I have less clutter, and 2, I'll have more room. So, but y'all, these couches are so nice. I like them a lot. I like the big pillow backs to them. I actually may sit here and read sometimes because it's comfy and cozy and nice. And I like that the front window is blocked because I live in town and I don't like to be able to see if people come up on the porch. Like, I feel like it's weird. I feel like they can just like see me sitting here. But anyway, I just wanted to share. I got my last bit of book mail. I purchased this before my buying ban started. So I got the original cover of Sinner by Sierra Simone. This is, I don't remember which brother this is. I think Aiden is Saint. I don't remember what the other brother's name is, but this is book 2 of the, I actually don't even know what, is it the Priest series? I have no idea. I don't know what the actual trilogy is called, but so now I just need to find an original copy of Saint and I'll have and Midnight Mass. I don't even know if I care if I really get Midnight Mass. We'll see. If I find it cheap enough, then I'll get it. But I just need to find Saint in this original cover and then I'll have that complete collection and I'll be done with that. But yeah, so that's this little living room new furniture update. I'm gonna go eat lunch, finish my episode and a half I have left of the season of Heartland. And I'm gonna start reading Fallen Jester because I desperately need to do that today. It's after, I don't even know what time it is. It's like probably like 2 o'clock. Just about 2 o'clock. So I really, really need to read that this weekend so I have time to read Tin Queen before the live show on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll be able to get that finished. We'll see. But yeah, I'll update you guys at some point later on with an update, or hopefully a reading update. But I just wanted to, I know this vlog is only going to be like 3 days long, and it's probably going to be super short. So I just wanted to have a little bit of extra little random content inside of it. So it's not just me giving you book updates, even though it's what a reading vlog is. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.
What are you doing? Amber. What are you doing? Hi. Hello. What are you girls doing?
I'm already liking this new couch because the arm is so high that I could put the camera on it and still be relatively in frame. Anyway, hello, it is Sunday morning. It's like 9:30 right now. And I am about 60 something percent. I think I'm like 63% into Fallen Jester by Devney Perry, and I'm liking it because it's Leo's story. But like, so far there's no background on Leo. You know what I mean? Like, we know from previous books that he is a playboy, he sleeps around a lot. And that's like pretty much what we know about him. He was a member of the Tin Gypsies Motorcycle Club when he was like a teenager. I think his dad, we learned in this book that his dad left when he was, I don't know if he was a kid. And that's like all we get. Like, he was one of the ones that didn't necessarily want the motorcycle club to shut down, to disband, but he kind of just sided with everyone else because it was pretty much just about a unanimous vote to shut down the club. But he was like, that was his thing. Like, that's where he essentially found his purpose, was in this club, because he started hanging around the clubhouse at like 16, 17 years old. So this has been all he's known for his entire life. I think he said that he's 32, because I think Cassandra is 24, she said. But anyway, so there's an age gap in this, which I really like. So pretty much with this one is we meet Cassandra at the end of the previous book. She comes into play at the end with Scarlet. And then we find out in this one that she had a one-night stand with Leo because she was home. She was in college. I think she was going for her graduate for something. She's like a history major. And I'm like, so am I. So was I. That was, years ago now. But I was a history major too. But she was home for a weekend to study and has had a one-night stand with Leo. And then the events happen at the end of the previous book. And then we find out that she got pregnant from that one night with Leo. And he is like completely adamant that she's lying. He wraps his rod anytime a woman wants to have sex, he's always wraps it up every single time. And this kid cannot possibly be his. It is, obviously. And he is just like absolutely terrified. Like, terrified. And I'm talking like, if you like Reaper from the Ronan from Azavarelli's book Reaper, he was scared because he didn't think he'd be a good father. Leo is like, in my opinion, worse than I keep calling him Reaper, than Ronan was in that book. He is like, this is not my kid, I don't want anything to do with it, like, you're better off without me, I don't want to be a father, I don't want this. But of course, throughout, he gradually gets to think, I guess, like, sit on the idea and like really think about it. And people around him are like, you're an idiot, what is wrong with you? Like, clearly you don't see yourself as we see you. Like, they see the potential in him, and he's just like completely doesn't think that he's at all father material. He doesn't know a woman or child deserves to have him in their lives. I'm just like, it's so adorable. But like, we don't get any background yet on like what happened in Leo's past, aside from his father leaving, like what happened there. So I'm hoping we get that at the, closer to the end of this, now that I only have 40-ish, less than 40% left to read. And then Cassandra, she comes from a, good family. Her dad, I love her dad. Her dad is like super like dad mode protective of her and punches Leo in the face. And it is fantastic to see. And she is still hasn't dealt with the events that happened in the previous book. Like, Scarlet has talked to people and gone over, like, has had pretty much therapy with what happened. Cassandra refuses to talk about it and refuses to acknowledge it and pretends it never happened, even though it makes her terrified to be on her own street alone. So I'm waiting for that to come up as well. I feel like that's going to be part of like the ending of it. There is really not a whole lot of MC stuff in this. I know that it's supposed to be brought back up again, especially hopefully, and I'm assuming in the last book there's gonna be a ton of it, because we do see Luke in this. There is a tiny bit of an overlap with the epilogue from the last book, like later on, like at the 60-ish% mark, it overlaps with the epilogue from the previous book. Where Luke comes in and tells them the verdict of a few of the warriors that have already had their trial, and what happens with Tucker and stuff like that. So it's still pushing toward like the retaliation and everything coming to a head with what happened there. So I'm assuming most of it's going to be in the next book, because the next book is Emmett's book, and I believe his love interest is Tucker's daughter. And Tucker is the leader of the rival motorcycle club, the Arrowhead Warriors. So that's going to be like, I think, the culmination of everything. I mean, it's the last book, so it's got to be, right? So, but this one is, I'm liking, this one is pretty much 60% of this is Cassandra and Leo and getting through the pregnancy, and him coming to terms with the idea of being a father and deciding that he actually wants to be a part of his child's life. So I'm hoping now that it'll start turning in toward the direction for the conclusion for the final book, and bringing more of the suspense element into it with the like the more of the danger zone with the rival club, because they do say that it's not, Tucker's in prison for life and it should be over, but it may not be. So we're still taking precautions. Like, none of the women are allowed to go to her by themselves. And that was a thing in the last book as well. But so I'm liking it so far. I was hoping for a little bit more to it rather than just this pregnancy thing, which I don't mind it at all. I was when we found out at the epilogue of the previous book that it was a surprise pregnancy book, I was like, oh, because this is how I like it. I like it when the hero is someone who he's a playboy, he doesn't want to be a father, he doesn't think he'd be a good father, and like it completely flips his life upside down when he finds out that, oops, you're gonna be a daddy, and they have to struggle with the realization that they're gonna have to change themselves or walk away, and like they don't want to walk away because they can't, they love their woman so much that, and the idea, they don't want to hurt them, they don't want to hurt their child, they just want to be the best person they can be, and they feel like being the best person they could be is walking away because they feel like their family is better off without them, and just the angst and the inner turmoil that comes with that, and the character development, character growth with that is just, it makes my heart hurt. I think with a Reaper, I keep saying Reaper, with a Ronin especially, that one. And I feel like there was another book that I'm trying to remember that I was just like, oh god, it was Isaiah, book 2 of this, Riven Knight. That was another one that I was like, my sweet baby, you are perfect. No, don't be so hard on yourself. But yes, it was Isaiah from Riven Knight, Ronan from Reaper, which is a different series completely, and then Leo in this one. And I'm excited to see Emmett though too. Emmett's story is gonna be interesting. We see Emmett a lot throughout the books, and like his particular skill sets with like hacking and like being a tech guru. But we still don't really get a whole lot of his like backstory, which I'm really excited to see. So I'm hoping we get more of Leo in this one. Anyway, it's 9:30 on 9:30. Yeah, it is 9:30 on Sunday. It's gloomy and cloudy outside, but I'm really hoping it rains because we desperately need the rain. Like, we haven't had a rain in like 2-3 weeks. I don't know, but it's been really hot, so we could definitely use a good like rainstorm, and I'm hoping it does rain. But I have the light on because my house is like super dark, and if I weren't talking to you guys and updating, I would still be sitting in the dark because I don't turn my lights on unless I can't see or I need to for a reason, and my videos are already dark enough with my poor lighting quality. What did I do today? I woke up at 7 this morning. I'm like just so like, yesterday I woke up at like almost 9 o'clock. Well, I woke up at 5 and then I let the dogs out and then went back to sleep and didn't wake up till almost 9 because fuck that. Because I wake up for work every day at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm so used to I just wake up early and I'm up and ready to go and start my day. I feel like I'm one of those people, if I sleep in too long, I feel like I've wasted my morning and I lose all motivation to do anything. So, but today I woke up, took a shower, I had made breakfast, I did the dishes, I started my laundry is running. I still have to fold. This is a load from last week that has been sitting in the dryer. So we need to get that folded so I can make room for the new stuff that I'm just washing now. But yeah, so my plan today is I need to finish Fallen Jester. It says I have about 2 hours left of reading time. And then I need to get my video for tomorrow. It's done and edited. I just need to make the thumbnail and like upload it so it's scheduled to post tomorrow. And then I'm actually gonna post scheduled next Mondays as well because that one's also done. I just need to make the thumbnail and then schedule it. And then this vlog will go out on Thursday, so I might upload the footage that I have so far and edit it and see the time-wise where I'm at. And then I'm going to start Tin Queen. I don't know if I'll finish it today. I have like these far-reaching expectations of finishing that book today as well. Will it happen? I don't know. I tend to like get started on reading or like want to read, sit down and read, and then get distracted and like waste time doing other things and then not reading until it's super late in the evening. And by then I'm like, I'm not gonna have time to finish this in one night. So, but we'll see. I really don't have any plans today other than that. But again, we'll see how the day goes. It's still early. I do work Monday through Friday this week for the first time in a while. I usually at least work at least one weekend day, and I'll have like a day in the middle of the week off, which is fine with me. But I feel like it's going to be a long week this week with a Monday through Friday schedule. But I am off again next weekend. So that's a plus. Anyway, I'm going to go and get the rest of my day going, and I'll update you guys probably when I'm done with this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm updating from my phone because my camera is upstairs charging right now. The battery is going to die. I should really look into getting a second battery so I can just swap them out. But knowing me, I will use them both until they're both dead. And then I'm just going to be doing the same thing. So, I don't know. Anyway, I just finished Fallen Jester. I forgot what book I was reading. The 5th book of the Clifton Forge series by Devney Perry, which if y'all been following me, you know what the book is. But anyway, I think I'm going to give it, I was teetering in between 4 and 4.5 stars, depending on how the ending went. And I think it's going to be a 4-star, which is surprising because most of the other books, except for one, I don't remember which, it might have been the first book I also gave 4 stars. And most of the other ones have been 5-star reads for me because I don't know what it was about them. But this one, I mentioned in my previous clip about how I wanted a little bit more, like in the beginning 3/4 of the book, besides just like Leo and the pregnancy and that whole thing. And the ending, it did give us a little bit more. I also mentioned that I wanted more of Leo's backstory. Like the next chapter when I started reading, Leo tells Cassandra about his past. Still not a whole lot there to like go with. Like if you like Dash's past and Genevieve's past, because they're intertwined, are so much of the first like 2-3 books. And then with Presley and Scarlett's book, like their past is just so much darker that this one I'm like, there's not much to go on. And we don't really get a lot of Cassandra. Like Cassandra's past isn't really all that tragic and interesting aside from what happened in like recent history. But so I was hoping for more of that. We did get a little bit more of the like danger aspect with the other motorcycle club. They do come into play. Nothing like, I mean, there were a few little things that happened, but nothing like too like life threatening, like on the edge of my seat sort of stuff happens. I'm really thinking that it's Emmett's book that's just going to be, I'm hoping Emmett's book is going to be like crazy because this is the final book of the series. Everything is building up to this. And I'm just like, and the epilogue in this book, we get the HEA with Isaiah and Cassandra. And then there's like at the very, very, very end, there's a skip and it gives you a point of view of Nova, who is the heroine in the next book. And it sets up, like you see what is going on behind the scenes with them trying to get revenge on the Tin Gypsies for what happened with Tucker and the Arrowhead Warriors. So you get to see, and that leads into Emmett's book, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good, and I'm hoping it's gonna be so angsty. I'm hoping because of who Nova is. I think mentioned is Tucker's daughter. I'm going into this book with high hopes to be a great conclusion to this series, and I'm gonna be very upset if it doesn't meet my expectations, which I know I shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't go in with such high hopes, but I am, and I can't help it. Anyway, so like I said, I just finished Fallen Jester. I don't know. I think I kind of want to go dive right into Tin Queen. We'll see. Like, I'm down here. I don't feel like going. Like I said, I was going to go upstairs and, like, do my editing and do whatever. But I kind of don't feel like moving. I want to make myself lunch, first of all. And then while I eat lunch, I'll probably watch. I'm trying to catch up on all of my backlisted booktube videos. I think I'm, like... I've got, like, 30 videos I still have to watch. But it's a lot. I was up in, like, the 200s at one point. So I'm getting caught up at least. But so I'll watch like a video or two while I eat lunch, and then I think I'm going to jump into reading Tin Queen. I say that, but I'll come back in this next update and be like, I didn't do anything. I didn't read anything. I don't know what happened. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to update real quick before I jumped into the next book. So I am really hoping that this isn't the only book I read for this vlog, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll get Tin Queen at least. I don't know how long it is. I'll have to check, but at least most of the way done. And then I'll update you guys once I finish that one, or in the middle. I'm going to try to do like more, because I kind of either do like at the end of a book or like randomly in the middle. But I know some booktubers, when they do vlogs, they will update at like every 25% or at like 50%. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to do it every like 50%. So like in the middle of the book and then like halfway through, or like halfway through and then at the end. So I don't know. I don't know if that'll work out better or worse for me, given how much I yap when I do these updates, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh my God, y'all, I just had to pop back in here because I happened to like scroll on Facebook, and the first thing on my feed that popped up was the used bookstore I go to. Someone traded in a bunch of K. Webster books. And I was like, they made the post like 2 hours ago while I was in the middle of reading Fallen Jester. And someone was like, can you hold these for me? And I was like, no! Oh, I'm so upset. I missed out. They would have been like $3 a piece. There was 3 of them. 3 of them. And then they also traded in the Dial A for Aunties, and then the second book, the wedding one, and then they traded in a T. Kingfisher book, and I'm like, oh my God, someone's trading in like all these amazing books, and I was totally I missed out. I'm so upset about it. Hopefully they don't pick them up. I think they only hold books for 2 weeks, and then they put them back on the shelf, but it's wishful thinking on my part. I'm so upset. Not like I'm not on a buying ban anyway, but I would have broke it because K. Webster, come on. Like, really? K. Webster books for $3 in a used bookstore is a steal, like a literal steal. So kudos to that person who saw that and immediately tried to snatch them up, because that would have been me. Anyway, I just had to share my trauma about missing out on that. But one day I will read more of her backlist. She has so many books. Like, I see her posting and reposting. Her and Katie Robert have so many books on their backlist. And I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm ever going to be able to get to these. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish my day. So I'm here to close out this vlog. All of what I said in the previous clip about my plans kind of went to shit, which as soon as I said them, I knew they were going to, because that's just usually how it happens. So I did start Tin Queen. I got about 18% into it, so I don't really have a whole lot of like opinions on it right now, except to say that we've gotten more backstory on Emmett in this short amount of time than we did on Leo and Luke in the last 2 books. So I appreciate that. But we also knew from like the very first book that Leo's father was murdered by the Arrowhead Warriors. So like we already had that knowledge going in, but now in the beginning of this one we get a little bit more in depth with their relationship and how their dynamic was growing up. We also get a lot more of Tucker's background, which is really interesting considering what was told about his like family life at the end of the previous book. It's kind of reiterated in this one, but like it's like, I see the double life thing that he was doing here. So interesting. But yes, I only got about 18% into it, and I'm liking it so far. And then I got the itch to write. I kind of am working on a project that I don't know if it's really going to take off or go anywhere, but I've always had this urge to like write like an actual book. And after watching so many author interviews recently with a lot of indie authors talking about how they got started, I kind of looked up what publishing indie entails, and it's essentially, for the most part, free. I mean, not entirely. I understand that for like really indie authors, it's a lot of out-of-pocket money. There's a lot of your own legwork you have to do, but to post a book on Amazon's direct publishing is free, from what my knowledge is of it. There's a percentage that goes to Amazon, percentage of royalties you get if you even sell anything, and it goes on Kindle Unlimited for people to read. I mean, I know there's money involved with like getting cover rights and whatever, but like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I had this idea that I've been sitting with for a really long time, and it's eating away at me. So I started putting it down. I still have a notes thing on my phone that I've been getting scenes of things happening, and I've been like jotting them down, ideas, names. So yeah, a few days ago I started kind of writing the prologue, and then I finished the prologue, and then I started writing the first scene of the first chapter. And then today I got an itch to write more, and I wrote about maybe 3,000 words so far, which is like nothing in the scheme of like an entire novel, but it's a head start. It's a start. And I was literally going back and rereading what I had written and just rereading it, because I was just like, is this good? Like, is this actually something good? It feels good to me. I was very emotionally invested, and I was just like, maybe I can do this. Maybe I will do this. If it doesn't pan out, no one needs to see it. No one needs to know. I'm telling you because why not? I've just had to explain like what kind of happened to derail my whole reading plans for the evening. I just got the itch to write this story. So I did that for the most of the evening, and then I found that Jess and Tori were doing impromptu reading sprints. So I was doing the reading sprints. Instead of reading, I was like writing. But I just got involved with that. And then all of a sudden it's 10 o'clock and I have to go to bed because I have to go to work tomorrow. And realized that I never uploaded my video that's supposed to go up tomorrow morning. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't make any of the thumbnails, didn't schedule them, so that's my bad. But so that one is gonna go up tomorrow. It's just gonna go up later in the day because I'm gonna have to do it when I get home. But then I'll do the other one at the same time, so the other one will come at the same. That one will be scheduled at least for next week, and then I will upload this footage and get this vlog prepared for Thursday. I know it's gonna be super. I don't know if it'll be short, but it'll be uneventful considering I read one full book, I think. And like I finished one. Did I finish Parallel on this one? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing anymore. I think I finished Parallel. I don't know. Like it's been 3 days and I already forget what books I read. I'm pretty sure I finished Parallel at the beginning of this, but then I read Fallen Jester to completion. So I think you got like 1.5 books in this weekend vlog. So it's something at least, right? I guess that's gonna be it for this vlog. I'm gonna go to bed now, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below what you read this weekend. I feel like I should do like different prompts and questions rather than tell me what you're reading. But I would have to like think of them ahead of time because I won't be able to do it on the spot. Anywho, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.